How's the air?
And the air was just right for Skyrim.
What does Siri think about it?
And the air was just right for Skyrim.
And what do we tell our friends to do?
May you poop on warm sands.
How about the Khajiit?
May you poop on warm sands.
I guess there's a consensus. Everybody agrees. So it looks like... we're up by Kynes Grove. I would say yes, we're up by Kynes Grove, Braidwood Inn. And we're... leave it. So L world map. Where do we? Yeah, we're up by Kynes Grove. So what's in our journal? We got to go back and report to Savos Aran and back to Festus Crex. Did we ever take the writ of passage? Yes, I guess we did. Carlia the Ragged Flagon. So we can either go north or we can go south. I'm guessing we should probably go south and meet Carlia over here. So let's go south.
My brother died. Things won't be the same without him.
Who died?
Hi there.
Well, now she's got a name at least. Little piggy. So let's go this way. We're going to head off to Riften. Go summon our hot girlfriend. She can warm us up a little bit. White rats in the road. And a bar. Oh, that's not a bar. Those are mammoths. We have to investigate Crystal Drift.
You're hardly worth my time.
Bad kitty. Whoa, okay. Guess our hot girlfriend's trying to help out. Crystal Drift's quite a ways away from here, though. 5,000 feet. So we'll deal with that later.
Run while you can.
These are bad guys.
Your mama is very good. Just pure skill, aren't you?
Got another fight.
Good job, sweetie pie.
Alright, well, they're pretty good at blocking. Look at a bigger
Enough
weapon.
of this.
Where's the other one? He's over there.
You won't get the best of me.
Oh, I guess it's a she. And I think I did get the best of you. Hit her in the head. Hit him with the chair. That is Maik. He looks good in that golden armor.
Much snow in Skyrim. Enough snow. Mike does not want any more.
Should we change his outfit? Let's change your outfit there, buddy. That hair is not really your thing. Alright, how should we dress him up? As your knight. Okay, maybe not. Inferno. That's what he was wearing. Bugatti. Let's put him in Blue Tiger. He kind of looks pretty good in that. We can put him in Chronosmith. It's like a robe.
Swift hunting.
Hey, it looks good in that one. Okay, Mike, there's your new clothes. You're welcome. What's up, Sudden Strike? We're gonna go talk to Carlia, I guess. Confront the Thieves Guild. We're doing Thieves Guild, we're doing Mages Guild, we're doing Dark Brotherhood. Kind of doing all of them kind of at the same time. But right now we're off to Riften. I guess we can go this way. This would be a good way to get to Riften. Oh, that's a bad guy.
Would you like me to pretend to worry?
Who's that?
You can't win this!
Last mistake.
I guess we got bandits.
Is that your best? Ah!
We do have bandits. This one's like magic user.
Please don't lose hope.
She's like a vampire.
Finally.
Gotcha. So, let's check some corpses. That's nice. We'll take those healing potions from you. Let's go check on this vamp up here. Alright, where is she at? Vampire. Where are you? I think she's this ash pile. Let me put a couple arrows in her. Definitely a vampire. Should we check and see that we don't have... okay, well, I guess we're not sick, so that's good. Let's get a little bit closer. There we go. That's better for camera. Why is this hill so steep? Did we go too far that way? Maybe. This looks better. I'm not. Just trying to get to Riften.
Light steps.
Slide tackling jackals along the way.
Let's just get this over with.
You didn't learn, did you? River ready, river ready, river ready. And let's fill the bottles up. All right, up the hill. I don't think we have enough money, do we? No, we have 10,000 gold. I think it's like 40,000 if you want to buy the Iliad Palace. 40 or 50. So we definitely don't have enough. Who's this guy?
Yes?
It's Bulbous.
Hello.
I'm collecting ingredients to bring to the gourmet. He'll think my tastes so refined when I offer them to him.
Oh, we want
You
his
have heard of
fork.
the gourmet.
What's up, Jeff? Yeah, it is a nice cloak. I like it.
I am the gourmet.
Oh my. You? It is an honor. Your food has opened my eyes to the wonders this world can hold. I've cooked every dish in your book, and I must say your brilliance is inspiring. My technique surely doesn't even approach yours, but whose would? Allow me to give you this. The fork I used the first time I tasted one of your dishes. Oh, and these ingredients I've been collecting for you. I've risked life and limb so that you may create another masterpiece. Make sure to think of me when you use them. Huh?
Troll fat, spider egg, Daedra heart. Okay, and he gave me his fork. So that's how you get Bulbous's fork. Yeah, I like this cloak. You know what's cool about this cloak is the dragons on the pauldrons. So the pauldrons are actually little dragons sitting on your shoulder. So that's pretty cool. And it's multi-layered and HTT SMP enabled. Here's the dolmen. Just about to wrap up for the night, and I saw your stream. Okay. Yeah, I think Shot's streaming Vigilant, if you're interested in that. I've never actually played Vigilant. It's not a part of my list. I have lots of other things that are a part of my list. Dark End and Midwood Isle and Chanterelle and... Oh yeah, you think you're all that? Here, eat my daggers. How do you like me now, kitty cat? What's up, pussycat? Yeah, the shoulder dragons are a nice touch. Which one is this, by the way? This is... this one. Lathina? It's a BDOR cloak. Doesn't actually go with this armor. There's a different cloak that goes with this armor, and that's a different. So I'm kind of mixing and matching. Why do I have Dark Seducer boots in my pocket? I don't know. And I also carry this one, which is this cloak is from Dint, and it kind of clips through this other one, but it's got a better warmth rating. So, and I do like the gold SMP enabled stuff on the back. That's pretty cool. But it takes the place of my tattoo, which is...
I wonder if we should offer discounts to the soldiers.
Offers better...
From which side? The storm cloaks or the Imperials?
Both. One or the other is...
Actually,
Why not very good enough, so that the Imperial will look upon us?
oh my gosh. There's two different versions of this. There's the version from Team Tal, which the piece between the breasts is thinner, and it only has armor on one arm, whereas the other arm is just skin. And then there's this version, which was done by Kirax, where both arms have armor, and the piece between the breasts is wider. And they're spelled differently. The one from Team Tau spells it with a C, and the one from Kirax spells it with a KH. So, but Kirax ended up putting a complete collection up on Lover's Lab for both male and for female. So I would say grab both. Now, the one from Team Tau has a FOMOD that allows you to choose different colors, whereas the one from Kirax you only get the one color option. So you can actually run both of them together, and that's what I'm doing here. Although the Team Tau one I don't think is it's not publicly available anymore. It was on a Google Drive.
Marbles and gleaming gemstones over here.
Flowers for sale, guaranteed to make your loved one swoon.
Oh, this is the cat selling flowers.
All right then.
She's an interesting NPC. So is this one, little thief.
Jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Rare trinkets and the finest
All right,
oddities
where am I
from
going? Oh, I was going to go down here and confront the guild.
All meat guaranteed, clean and free from rock joint.
So yeah, for anybody who's looking for all the BDOR stuff, I would definitely recommend Kirax's uploads to Lover's Lab. There's a few there from, I think it's EXM842. Did some also that are converted from Team Tal that are on Lover's Lab you can get to. Kirax also did some from
I'm glad you're here. I think some of these people are beginning to suspect who I am.
not just
Are you ready to
BDOR,
face the guild?
other games. A deep rabbit hole, yes.
I'm ready, let's go.
Keep your eyes open. I'm not sure what to expect when we enter the cistern.
I can pay you. Well, I just need a few extra septums.
What does this look like?
The Temple of Mara? Pay your debts. Or else.
All right. Here, I'll throw some money at you. Good enough?
Yes, okay. Well, thank you.
So,
Speaking of which, we need to talk to Veckel.
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief. It's another to actually use them.
Alright, Veckel.
Tenillium.
Anything you need done around here?
I give special rates to members of
Now
the
that you
Thieves'
mention
Guild.
it,
I could
there
fix
is.
you right up.
I have a buyer with,
Alright. Sleep
shall
well.
I say, a very odd taste in
Always good to
literature.
see you, Jeff.
Looking for some
Take care.
particular books.
Now shove off.
What kind of books are they?
I have the
I'm
books.
told they're the ravings of a madman, a wizard named Arundel, and his peculiar cravings. It's said to be spread across 4 volumes, and very hard to come by. My client is offering quite a reward for them, which I'd split with you.
I've recovered all of Arendel's journals.
I can't believe it. You have them already? Here, take this. This should cover your end of the work nicely.
An iron war axe of weariness.
Until next time.
What a cheapskate. Come on, Carlia.
Dirge, did you take out the threat?
You better have a damn good reason to be here with that murderer.
Please, lower your weapons so we can speak. I have proof that you've all been misled.
No tricks, Carlia, or I'll cut you down where you stand. Now what's this so-called proof you speak of?
I have Gallus's journal. I think you'll find its contents disturbing.
Let me see. No, it can't be. This can't be true. I've known Mercer too long.
It's true, Brynjolf. Every word. Mercer's been stealing from the Guild for years, right under your noses.
There's only one way to find out if what the lass says is true. Delvin, I'll need you to open the vault.
Wait just a blessed moment, Bryn. What's in that book? What did it say?
It says Mercer's been stealing from a vault for years. Gallus was looking into it before he was murdered.
How can Mercer open up a vault that needs 2 keys? It's impossible. Could he pick his way in?
That door has the best puzzle locks money can buy. There's no way it can be picked open.
You didn't need to pick the lock.
What's she on about?
Use your key on the vault, Delvin. We'll open it up and find out the truth.
I've used my key, but the vault's still locked up tighter than a drum. Now use yours.
By the 8, it's gone. Everything's gone. Get in here, all of you.
The gold, the jewels, it's all gone.
That son of a bitch. I'll kill him.
Vex, put it away, right now. We can't afford to lose our heads. We need to calm down and focus.
I like your armor, Vex.
Do what he says, Vex. This ain't helping right there.
Fine. We do it your way. For now.
I think it's a fuse
Delvin,
armor.
Vex, watch the flagon. If you see Mercer, come tell me right away.
I think his is fused too.
Need some gold.
Look, before I help you track Mercer down, I need to know what you learned from Carlia.
Smack yourself upside the head.
Everything.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
Mercer killed Gallus, not Carlia.
I feared that was the case. From that last entry in Gallus's diary, it looks like he was getting close to exposing Mercer to the Guild. Anything else?
Gallus, Carlia, and Mercer were nightingales.
What? Nightingales? But I always assumed they were just a tale. A way to keep the young footpads in line. Was there anything else she told you?
Carlia was behind Golden Glow and Honningbrew.
Trying to make Mercer look bad in front of Maven, eh? Clever lass. Was there anything else?
No, that's it.
Then I have an important task for you. I need you to break into Mercer's home and search for anything that could tell us where he's gone.
He has a house in Riften.
Aye. A gift from the Blackbriars after they kicked the previous family out. A place called Riftweald Manor. He never stays there, just pays for the upkeep on it. Hired some lout by the name of Vold to guard the place.
Vold.
I'll take care of it.
Be careful, lass. This is the last place in Skyrim I'd ever want to send you. Just find a way in, get the information and leave. And you have permission to kill anyone that stands in your way.
Yay! We can kill him.
What's the best way to get into Riftweald Manor?
Good question. I've only set foot inside a few times myself. And that was in Mercer's company. If you can get past his trained watchdog, I think your best bet might be the ramp to the second-floor balcony in his backyard.
I don't suppose the ramp is easy to access.
No. It's some sort of crazy contraption Mercer commissioned for quick escapes. I'd wager a well-placed shot at the ramp's mechanism would lure it in a hurry.
You mentioned a watchdog.
Huh. That'd be Vold. A real piece of work, that one. Mercer's holding something over his head, keeping him loyal. Talk to Vex. She used to know him very well, if you catch my meaning.
What's missing from the vault?
Better question would be, what did he leave? Mercer took everything. Even all of our plans are gone.
Plans for what?
Before Mercer took over, Gallus started collecting every bit of material he could on locations the Guild could heist. Museums, keeps, estates, you name it. By the time Mercer took over the Guild, we must have had a few dozen.
How could he have opened the vault door alone?
I don't have a clue. That door is impenetrable. Without 2 keys, it's impossible to open. I have a key, Delvin has a key, and Mercer has a key. That's it. There are no other copies. Careful at Mercer's place.
The
I don't want to
skeleton
lose
key.
anyone else to that madman.
So that's the vault. That's the way out. Email Nord.
I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets one foot in the
That must
cistern and I'll cut it
be-
off.
Vex. How about we
I
cook
dare
some
Mercer to come
stuff?
back here. He sets one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off. I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
She's pretty angry.
I dare Mercer to come back here. He sets one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
Of course, she's
I dare Mercer to come back here.
Yeah, it's
He sets
Sapphire.
one foot in the cistern and I'll cut it off.
How can Carlia remain so calm when Mercer had her on the run for that long? Amazing.
That's the way I want to go. What's up, Gears? Raid! So, where's...
It's one thing to say you've got the skills to be a thief.
Talk to me, Vex.
If I see Frey, I'll pluck his eyes from his skull with my bare hands.
Almost threw 2 of them into
She's
the
pretty
well
angry,
last
too.
They ain't my boys.
Brynjolf said you have info on Vald.
That pig? Oh, I have info on him. More than you care to know.
Someone pulls a dagger, fun time is over.
I'll pass it along.
Well, welcome, everybody.
I want to get on his good side.
Vald? Good side? Think you have the wrong person. The only thing Vald understands is gold.
I need to know.
A man after my own heart.
What's going on between you and Brynjolf?
So buy him off.
Sure, but he'll ask for a whole lot. I mean, you are asking him to betray Mercer Frey. Your best bet would be to erase his debt with Maven Blackbriar. If you talk to her, she might be able to give you the details. Of course, you could just run him through and take what you need off his corpse. I could care less. While you're in there, help yourself to anything in Frey's manor. I would.
I do like the Fuse armors. Yeah, I've got an SPID for Fuse armors. That's done by Coffee. And very well done. Distributes them very nicely. Should we talk to go talk to Maven? Or should we just go kill Vald? What's up, Shot? Did you finish Vigilant? I do like all the creatures in Vigilant. That's pretty cool. Reminds me of some of the things from like roguelike encounters. Where would...
Rare jewelry with legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
Protect yourself right. Buy armor from Grelka.
Yes, and you changed... It changed you as a person? Okay, well, hopefully for the better.
You lost?
No, I'm not lost. I'm looking for Maven. Is she hanging out in here? Fix your rugs. Yeah, there's Maven.
So, I've been hearing your name in court quite a bit lately. Have you joined Mjol as official peacekeepers of Riften?
I help where I can.
Apparently, you've made quite an impression in the Rift. The people won't stop blathering about you. I expect that you'll distance yourself from the affairs of state. In other words, keep your nose out of my business and we'll do just fine.
I'd like to erase Vald's debt.
Vald? Why would you want to help that idiot? He owes me a steep debt. In fact, he's lucky all I did was force him to work for Mercer.
What did he do?
A few years back, I commissioned a unique quill from a good friend of mine in Winterhold. Vald was tasked with getting it here safely, and it ended up at the bottom of Lake Honrick.
He's in debt because of a quill?
The wizards called it the Quill of Gemination, and demanded a tremendous amount of gold to have it made. If you can locate the quill and return it to me, something Vald was too stupid to do himself, I'll consider the debt satisfied.
What is the Quill of Gemination?
The quill was supposed to allow me to duplicate any writing I'm viewing in exacting detail. I'm sure you can understand how useful that would prove in a business situation, especially where signatures were involved.
What if someone else got their hands on it?
Fortunately, the quill required an ink with a unique formula known only to myself. So if you're getting any ideas about selling it to someone else or keeping it, you'll find it would hold little value.
How did it end up in Lake Holmage?
Let's find out.
I had Vald meet the caravan from Winterhold on the western end of the lake, so he could avoid the roads. The idiot got lost in the mist and ran his boat right over some rocks, sending it straight to the bottom. He's too stupid to remember where he was, and any attempt I've made to find it in the past has been unsuccessful.
Any ideas where I can look?
Vald said his rowboat struck some rocks. I'd check under the water near one of the small islands in the lake. Perhaps you should start at the docks and work your way out towards Golden Glow Estate. I believe we're done.
She is kind of a bitch. Yeah, that which has been seen cannot be unseen shot. So, hopefully you're not tarnished for life. When I had to work in San Francisco, I had to show up to work. I mean, we started work at 6 a.m. So I was in the city by like 4:35 a.m., you know, trying to find parking and everything else. And at that time in the morning, the homeless and whoever else is out and about. I saw some things that could not be unseen as well. Let's go for a swim. It's a pretty deep hole, if I remember correctly. Luckily, we can breathe underwater. Might help to have a little bit more light. So let's see what time it is. It is late. Let's wait until morning. We'll do it when there's a little more light, make it easier to see. You done lost your mind? All right, well, welcome to the group. I done lost my mind a long time ago. Be careful where you step. The air is chilly, oh no. Pack it up. We're going to need a little more light than that. Should we wait a minute? Let's wait. No, we don't want to wait that many hours. Maybe just like 2 hours. Oh crap, not that long. Cancel. Okay, cool. Okay, now we got some light. Let's go for a swim. What's up, Queen? I'm looking for a boat. That looks like Vald's boat.
I do my best work under pressure.
Dum 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 dum.
A key is for the talentless.
Oh, hey, we... Crap. Alright, we're gonna stay right here.
What you hiding?
That's what we want. One airtight lantern? Yes, it is.
Couldn't ask for
It's
better.
magic. An interesting lock? Yeah, those are, all my locks are very different. I think Wanking Skeever put out lock variations that are all SPID. I don't know if they're available for
Yes.
they might be available.
Buy some armor and live to tell about it.
I don't think SPID works for
Legendary Argonian craftsmanship.
for Xbox, but I may be wrong.
I've come to warn you that the Thieves Guild seems to be back to its old tricks.
Looking to stay
again.
alive? Why take a chance?
Oh, one of them came in and demanded Bearsing tried to tell them no, stood up to them, but
Just when you think things couldn't get any worse.
Rare trinkets and the finest oddities from Morrowind. Beautiful baubles and gleaming gems.
Buy some armor and live.
She's still hanging out in her house. Yeah, they're called lock variations, and then they did a couple of add-ons for it also.
Fancy yourself the adventuring type.
I presume you're bothering me
It's
for
just
a
as
good
well.
reason.
I doubt your
Yeah.
combat prowess would prove valuable in a real battle anyway.
I found the Quill of Gemination.
Really? I wrote that off a long time ago. Well, I suppose I need to fulfill my end of the bargain. Give this document to Vald. It frees him from the debt, but I never want to see him in Riften again.
One style, but it's nice. Okay. Yeah, the SPID, I don't think SPID works for Xbox. Come here, Vald.
This is Mercer Frey's place, and he don't like visitors. Now go away.
I erased your debt. You're free.
I don't know how you talked Maven into letting me go, and I don't care. You did something for me, I'm gonna do something for you. Here, take the key to Mercer's house. Won't need it anymore.
Cool. I wonder if it'll open this door. Nope. Still gotta shoot it. See you later, Vald. Off with their head. Yeah.
Okay.
Why's my back got to itch so much?
Can't even reach it with this armor on.
Hey, Brynjolf said I could kill anybody I wanted to. So we're good at that. We're an assassin anyway. Just gonna go sneak around and kill people. Traps, traps everywhere. East of Windhelm, going along the coast of Windhelm, just north of that water dwemer palace called Wabbajack. Never heard of it. Never heard of it.
Just makes me more curious.
I'm not too worried.
Invitation to be opened.
So I do like all the lock variations. They're pretty cool. But they've got different ones for Soul Karen and for all kinds of other stuff. No extra quest mods, so I wonder what it is. Probably spelled it wrong. Khajiit will follow? I don't know. Maybe. Actually mentally drained after finishing Vigilant. Yeah, then just sit back, enjoy the ride.
That was a good bit of work.
Stabbed in the back. It's like the Dark Brotherhood all over again.
Really? Excellent. Thank you.
Yes. Now get out of my way.
Found this bust of the Grey Fox. Worth anything?
Well, well. I was looking for this little beauty. If you happen across any other unusual trinkets like this, be sure to bring them to me. I promise it'll be worth the effort. Must have come from Mercer's place. He'd admired the Grey Fox for some time. Sure, I'll buy it from you. Here you are.
Cool. Cool,
This
cool.
is getting dangerous. Don't let anything get a jump on you.
Alright, let's go back and talk to Bryn. Citizen? Yeah, vigilant, I guess, could kind of drain you a bit. I mean, it looked cool. Looked very well done. So I can see why people like playing it. There's Bryn.
We've scoured the town and I've spoken to every contact we have left. No sign of Mercer. Any luck on your end?
What's up, Ray Ray? Dropping a like? But don't poop on warm sands, please. It's a cat thing. 20 people? Yeah, that's probably the most I've ever had in a stream. So.
He wasn't there, but I found these plans.
Thank you, everybody, for showing up.
Shore's beard. He's going after the eyes
nice
of the
to have
butler.
the company.
That was Gallus' pet project.
Hopefully you people enjoyed the
If he
show.
gets his hands on them, you can be certain he'll be gone for good and set up for life.
And if you have any questions, don't hesitate.
Then we
to
have
ask.
to stop him.
Agreed. He's taken everything the guild has left, and to go after one of the last greatest heists is just an insult. I've spoken to Carlia and made amends for how the guilds treated her.
We can turn off that.
Now she wishes to speak with both of us. Quickly. We have no time to lose. Until next we meet, lass.
Alright, let's talk to Carlia.
If you need marksman training, and you've got the coin, I'm ready to teach you.
Not now, lass. Carlia said it was important.
Brynjolf, the time has come to decide Mercer's fate. Until a new guildmaster is chosen.
She got blood on her breast again.
Aye, lass. And I've come to a decision. Mercer Frey tried to kill both of you. He betrayed
Doing
the guild,
raids, yeah.
murdered Gallus, and made us question our future.
I like Carlia too.
He needs to die.
We have to be very careful, Brynjolf. Mercer is a nightingale, an agent of Nocturnal.
And it's all true. Everything I heard in the stories. The Nightingales, their allegiance to Nocturnal, and the Twilight Sepulchre.
Yes. That's why we need to prepare ourselves and meet Mercer on equal footing. Just outside of Riften, beyond the southeast gate is a small path cut up the mountainside. At the end of that path is a clearing, and an old standing stone. I'd ask you both to meet me there.
Alright. So it's that way or that way? Is it that way? No.
Good to see you again, friend.
Yeah. Out of my way. No. No. Where the heck am I going? That'll work. We'll go that way. Take us back through the flagon. Yep. Tanelia. So we'll go do the, make our oath to Nocturnal. Cut up the mountainside. It's a mite bit froggy out. Beautiful baubles and gleaming gemstones over here. Yes, Medesi, we know. We need to go this way.
I'm glad you're here.
What's the significance of this place?
This is the headquarters of the Nightingales, cut into the mountainside by the first of our kind. We've come to seek the edge we need to defeat Mercer Frey.
What kind of an edge?
If you'll follow me, I'll try to explain on the way.
They got blood all over our armor and everything. I don't know.
This way, please.
Enough to make your head spin. So we'll see how this plays out. Sometimes it'll get stuck, but hopefully it plays out nice. Basically, I have to wait until they don their armor first.
So this is Nightingale Hall.
Then I can
heard
don
about this
mine.
place when I joined the guild, but I never believed it existed.
The assumption that the Nightingales were just a myth was seeded within the guild on purpose. It helped divert attention from our true nature. What's wrong, Brynjolf? I can almost hear your brow furrowing.
I'm trying to understand why I'm here, lass. I'm no priest, and I'm certainly not religious. Why pick me?
This isn't about religion, Brynjolf. It's business. This is Nightingale Hall. You're the first of the uninitiated to set foot inside in over a century. Now, if you'll both proceed to the armory to don your Nightingale armor, we can begin the oath.
So we needed to wait for that piece of the and then I need to wait for them to... Oh, we're over encumbered. What can I drop? Well, I don't need those.
You appear hesitant to don your Nightingale armor. What's troubling you?
Alright, 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 I'll put it on. There, you happy? You guys are invisible. Why are you invisible? That's interesting. Why would they be invisible?
I think we should trust the lass and take the deal.
Well, the armor is definitely not showing up, so something else
Okay,
must
lass,
be
we've got these get-ups on.
changing the
Now
armor.
Beyond this gate is the first step in becoming a Nightingale.
Whoa there, lass. I appreciate the armor, but becoming a Nightingale? That was never discussed.
To hold any hope of defeating Mercer, we must have Nocturnal at our backs. If she's to accept you as one of her
Hydrogen,
own, an
air
arrangement
physics.
must be struck.
What sort of arrangement? I need to know the terms.
The terms are quite simple, Brynjolf.
That's interesting.
Nocturnal will allow you to become a Nightingale and use your abilities for whatever you wish. And in return, both in life
But I'm
and
not
in
invisible.
death, you must serve as a guardian of the Twilight Sepulchre.
Aye, there's always a catch. But at this point, I suppose there isn't much to lose. If it means the end of Mercer Frey, you can count me in.
What about you? Are you ready to transact the oath with Nocturnal?
Yeah, I guess so. Miss Invisible.
Yes, I'm ready.
Good. After I open the gate, please stand on the circle.
That's weird that she's invisible. At least she opened the gate. It's not that they're missing a piece of armor. I think something replaced the Nightingale armor, and for some reason it's not showing up. I mean, I can try... Let me try... We're gonna quick save right here. Let me try reloading it.
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal, Queen of Murk, and...
So let's try to reload. Okay, so
I call upon you, Lady Nocturnal.
now they're showing
Queen
up.
of Murk, and Empress of Shadow.
For some reason they didn't
Hear
load.
my voice.
Ah, Carlia. I was wondering when I'd hear from you again. Lose something, did we?
That was a game engine bug.
My lady, I've come before you to throw myself upon your mercy, and to accept responsibility for my failure.
You're already mine, Carlia. Your terms were struck long ago. What could you possibly offer me now?
I have two others that wish to transact the oath, to serve you both in life and in death.
You surprise me, Carlia. This offer is definitely weighted in my favor.
My appetite for Mercer's demise exceeds my craving for wealth, Your Grace.
Revenge. How interesting. Very well. The conditions are acceptable. You may proceed.
Lady Nocturnal, we accept your terms. We dedicate ourselves to you as both your Avengers and your Sentinels. We will honor our agreement in this life and the next until your conditions have been met.
Very well. I name your initiates Nightingale.
Yay.
And I restore your status to the same, Carlisle. And in the future, I'd suggest you refrain from disappointing me again.
Yeah. All right, Queen. Thanks for stopping in.
Now that you've transacted the oath, it's time to reveal the final piece of the puzzle to you. Mercer's true crime.
He's done more.
Mercer was able to unlock the Guild's vault without 2 keys because of what he stole from the Twilight Sepulchre. The skeleton key. By doing this, he's compromised our ties to Nocturnal, and in essence, caused our luck to run dry.
So the key unlocks any door?
Well, yes. But the key isn't only restricted to physical barriers. All of us possess untapped abilities. The potential to wield great power securely sealed within our minds. Once you realize the key can access these traits, the potential becomes limitless.
Sounds like no one should possess it.
Good. Then you understand why this is about more than just Mercer's lust for power. If the key isn't returned to its lock in the Twilight Sepulchre, things will never be the same for the Guild.
Oh no, never the
As time
same.
passed, our luck would diminish to the point of non-existence. And whether you know it or not, our uncanny luck defines our trade.
First time I ever set out to return something.
Very true. In our line of work, it's quite rare we set out to return a stolen item to its rightful owner.
Let's go.
Before we depart, Brynjolf has some business to discuss. I suggest you listen to him.
Listen, lass. There's one last piece of business we need to settle before we go after Mercer. The leadership of the guild.
Why tell this to me?
Carlia and I had a long discussion before you arrived here. Thanks to your efforts, Mercer's treachery has been exposed. After we deal with him, all that remains is restoring the guild to its full strength. As a result, we both feel that you have the potential of replacing Mercer as leader of the Thieves Guild.
Me? What about you?
I've been at this game a long time, my friend. A long time. I've stolen trinkets from nobles and framed priests for murder. I'm good at what I do, maybe even one of the best, but it's all I know. I've never been one to lead. Never desired it, never cared for it. Don't want it.
I don't know what to say.
Well, we have a bit of an errand to run before your coronation, so don't get sentimental on me now.
I accept.
Then it's decided. When this is all over and Delvin's contacts assure me that we've regained our footing in Skyrim, we'll handle the details. Until then, we have quite the task ahead.
Then let's get to it.
I've been poring over the plans you brought us, and I'm convinced the eyes of the Falmer are in the Dwarven ruins at Erkenthand. Carlia and I will meet you there. Prepare yourself, lass. This will be a fight to remember.
Okay. Feeling good in your Nightgale armor?
Aye. And some of what Carlia said is starting to make sense. Mercer may have damaged our reputation and raided our coffers, but this goes well beyond even his twisted form of larceny. Old Delvin kept calling it a curse, and we all laughed at him. Looks like the joke's on us.
Alright, let's take care of being over encumbered. Yeah, we're carrying a bunch of stuff we don't need. Time to jump in the staff, drop it off. What else we got here? Don't need those. Grumble, 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 doggy. Alright, Ray Ray. Thanks for stopping in. Always good to see you. Bulbus's fork. Well, we don't have any bones, but Bulbus's fork should go down here with this other, all of this stuff, which is unique stuff. So we're going to put Bulbus's fork down here. Have any garbage? Bowl. Okay, we're 218. I don't think we need 10 of those. Or 20 of those. Oh my gosh, 20? Okay, now we're at 202. Do we have anything that needs a recharge? No, no, no. No. Okay, cool. Put the loot away. We're going over here. We're dumping off some of these things. We don't need 19 of those. We don't need 10 of those. Or 20 of these. Alright, so now we're down to 185. That's a good travel weight. Let's go. Round them up. Let's go. Alright, so that actually played through all of this without any glitching. So that's good. This quest, sometimes I'll glitch on you. But it's nice to know that it didn't glitch this time. What time is it? 7:28 p.m. How about we set up a tent? We'll do this in the morning. Uh-oh. Oh, we ain't doing it in the morning until we take care of this guy.
Stella.
We might be able to stay in the inn.
Gems, potions,
A fine day to heal, friend. May you die with a sword in your hands.
Go stay at the Bee and Barb.
If you've got the coin, you've come to the right place. Pull up a seat.
Kiraba.
Oh, it's you again. What in blazes do you want?
I'd like to rent a room.
Sure thing. It's yours for a day. Of course. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
How do you feel about me burning a torch inside? Trying not to burn the place down. We'll use the lantern.
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
No. Just for you to get out of the way so I can go to bed. What's up, doggo? You're a good girl, Angel. But now at least it's daytime. We'll fix your rugs. I think we need to go back and talk to Savos Arin. Don't we? We pet the kitty? It's a cat named Fox.
The fairest prices and the highest quality in Skyrim.
Savosarin Festus Shrine Angir. What's this over here? Crystal Drift. I wonder if we have Madness or an Amber. Because that's what we're going to need for Crystal Drift. We can go take a look. We're kind of on the wrong side of Lake Honrick, though. We're a little hungry and thirsty. What's up, Honan? About 400 feet. We'll check out Crystal Drift. Oh, a couple of bears.
shame I can't spare you. That's your best?
Clad nor possessed in life. Most prized was a warhammer. Jagged crystal. Pieces of what supposedly make up the weapon itself. Amber and madness ore. Okay, so that's... Take the leeks. I don't want the moldy carrot. I will take the elf's ear. So we need madness ore and amber. Let's go get some. Oh, we can level up too. So I wonder if we have any in here. We'll actually take all of that. Let's go over here. See if we can get some madness ore and some amber. And let's batch smelt all this. So we got 13 pieces of amber, we only need one. And we need madness ore. Let's dump off things like this. $204, that's a pretty good weight. Let's see if we can get this really cool looking nerve shatter.
I'm more than just a pretty face.
I guess I was just hearing things. Huh? Over here! Gods, no!
Your technique is lacking.
Enough!
Merely a flesh wound. I'm warning you. Light steps.
Are you prepared to die?
Oh, we're almost dead. Quick, drink that. Okay, cool. Not the best weapon. These were dark seducers coming after me. Well, not the best weapon. We're going to go back to the pig fuckers. I love the rift. Just the trees.
Brilliance in action.
I do love the animated ships too, they're cool. Got people on boats, cruising around. Alright, so we took care of that. Is that our tent? Sure is. Well, we packed that up. Surprised we left our tent there. Where are we going? Well, we haven't done that yet. We need to go up there. We need to go Savus Aran, Festus Crex, Silas, Angir. So why don't we head off towards Angir? We're going to place our marker there. We'll go cruise up and talk to Angir. Happy Tuesday.
All right, hand over your valuables, or I'll gut you like a fish.
Are you sure you want to do this?
I don't have time for this. To oblivion with you.
That's right. We just tear you up. Steal your stuff. I'm pretty sure we already dealt with Logger Spur. What mods am I using? Well, this is my Wabbajack list. There is roughly, well, I don't know, 1,500 mods in this list. If you look in the comments section, there's a link to the load order library, and that's the latest load order library for the load order I'm running. So this would be version 1.9.1. So it is the 91st iteration of my released Wabbajack. I've been working on this list basically since the game came out. But yeah, I mean, this 1,784 mods in the list that I'm playing. I did add in a few mods, armor mods mainly, armor and voice, but there's 1,491 plugins that I'm running. on what I'm playing right now. But yeah, it's a Wabbajack. It's called the Nico Experience. That's because I'm Nico. So, and you can download it right from Wabbajack. It does require a graphics card with at least 12 gigs worth of VRAM, and I would say at least a processor that can handle about 3 gigahertz. But if you got that and at least 16 gigs worth of system RAM, you can play it. It'll run. And if you want it to run better, you can... I like lossless scaling. It's what I'm running, because I'm outputting... Right now I'm outputting 122 frames per second using lossless scaling. Which makes for a really smooth game experience. It does eat a lot of VRAM though. I mean, how much VRAM are we using right now? 15 gigs worth of VRAM is what I'm using right now, and 15 gigs worth of system RAM. But I did run VRAMer on quality rather than performance. If you run it on performance, I'm also running at 3440 by 1440 resolution. So it's widescreen 1440p, which is going to take more VRAM. If you're running it at 1080p, so 1920 by 1080, it's going to take less VRAM. So like I said, you could get away with a card that's got 12 gigs worth of VRAM. Recommended though is 16 gigs worth of VRAM on your card, and at least 16 gigs worth of system RAM. Is that Xerxes? I think so. Yeah, Xerxes. So is it a heavy list? Yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's about, between the downloads and the virtual memory you're going to need and the actual installation of the game, it's right about 480 gigabytes. So yeah, about a half a terabyte is what you're going to need. But it does look exceptional. I mean, if we slow down a little bit and we get close to things, you can kind of see the detail. Especially in the shadow. I'm really big on lighting and shadow. We need to go this way. We're on our way to go see the Greybeards. We gotta go climb the mountain. But yeah, if you want to see the whole list of all the mods, it's on Load Order Library. And there's a link to that in the description. I just updated it this morning, actually, for 1.9.1. We made it to Iverstead. I wonder if we ever talked to... Did we ever give bear pelts to... What's-her-face? Temba. Temba Wide Legs. I mean, Wide Arm. Let's go see if Temba's in here.
Welcome to the Villamere Inn. If there's anything I can get you, just let me know.
There's Temba.
Can you believe it? Another pile of logs ruined. These damn bears are driving me crazy.
You having a bear problem?
Are you kidding? Those damn things will drive me right out of business. Tell you what, bring me 10 of their pelts from anywhere in Skyrim. I'll gladly pay you for thinning out the herd.
I gotcha.
Now go give those stupid bears what's coming to them.
So we're not going to need that or that. And let's go grab some bear pelts. We need 10 of them for Temba. Yeah, well, if you have any questions about the list, just ask away. I mean, nobody knows it better than me. I made it. You know, I put them together and custom patched everything. We've got 28 bear pelts. We need like 10. All right, cool. Let's go back and give those to Temba. But yeah, the gameplay is going to be different. Leveling is going to be different. Movement's going to be different. Combat's different. It's...
Oh, congratulations on buying a house. Now you can sleep inside.
Sachil, what are you doing here?
Seems like you are keeping it together with the law.
I don't need you following me, Sachil. Go away. She has a way of catching up to me and following me around. Skyrim is an awesome game. You know what's even more awesome about Wabbajack is you can have multiple lists installed at the same time, because they're all working off of the same base game. So you only have one version of the same base game installed in Steam. But then you can have multiple instances. Like I'm running...
Here for work? Get an axe and
I've
bring
got
me all the wood
the Nico
you can chop.
Experience, Lyra, which is Ireshot's Wabbajack, and then Lorim, which is Biggie Boss's Wabbajack, and then I have Vagabond. So I've got 4 different versions, basically,
I brought 10 bear pelts
of
just like you
Skyrim
asked.
installed all at the same
Nice
time.
to finally meet someone who can follow simple instructions. Here's your reward, as promised. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work.
More involved with the Civil War aspect? Okay.
If you get a chance,
I don't really play
kill a
the
few
Civil
more
War
bears for me,
anymore.
will you?
I've come to the conclusion that neither side is correct. But I mean, it's still part of my list. So I mean, if you want to play the Civil War, you can. I didn't really expand on it. I added more world spaces. Chanterelle, Dark End, Beyond Reach, Midwood Isle, the Shire.
Keep an eye out for wolves. If you're
Skyrim Underground. So I've got a bunch of added world space in this Wabbajack. Along with pretty much changing all the textures and all the models and just basically making it pretty to look at. And then lots of followers. A lot of Cold Sun stuff. I like Cold Sun's followers. You know, I could never do.
Show some spirit. I'm sure trial
Imperial.
and error will get you there.
Ever since the first time I played the game, you know why? Because they were trying to cut my head off at the beginning of the game. And I wasn't on their stupid list, but they were going to kill me anyway. So I'm like, how can I back a group that's going to kill people just for being in the wrong place at the wrong time? Right? I wasn't part of their list. I wasn't a bad guy. I'm just starting the game out and they want to cut my head off. I can't back that. We can make some cool weapons here. This is the Moonforge. These are all the Lord of the Rings weapons. Glamgring. Sting. Witch King. It's a common reason not to go with them. Like I said, I don't pick either side anymore because I think they're both wrong. So I just don't do the Civil War. I never start it. I never play it. Because I think they're both wrong. Basically what I end up doing is I'll hold, you know, I'll get everybody up to High Hrothgar and we make a deal, trade a couple of cities, and then I can finish the main quest that way. They'll call a truce long enough for me to get the Jarl of Whiterun to help me out trap a dragon so I can complete the main quest. So you can do it without doing any of the Civil War stuff if you want. It is possible. And that's generally what I do, is I don't do either side. My friend Fat always took the Imperials, mainly because he had the hots for Rika. Or anyone curious about what new Emperor will be like? Yeah, well, I killed Titus Mead. I definitely don't like the Thalmor. It's kind of like Sadia, right? Is she the innocent one that's being persecuted because she spoke out against the Aldmeri Dominion? Or is she the one who sold them out to the Aldmeri Dominion? It could play out either way, right? And I think that's why they set the, you know, Bethesda set it up that way. That you can go either direction. Angir, where are you? Angir?
Sky, guard you.
I need to learn the shout used to defeat Alduin.
Where did you learn of that? Who have you been talking to?
Kind of like the blades and these guys.
It was recorded on Alduin's wall.
The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bound. They have always sought to turn the Dragonborn from the path of wisdom. Have you learned nothing from us? Would you simply be a tool in the hands of the Blades to be used for their own purposes?
The Blades are helping me. I'm not their puppet.
No, no, of course not. Forgive me, Dragonborn. I have been intemperate with you. But heed my warning. The Blades may say they serve
Hey,
the
what's up,
Dragonborn,
assassin?
but they do not. They never have.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
So can you teach me this shout?
No, I cannot teach it to you, because I do not know it. It is called Dragonrend, but its words of power are unknown to us. We do not regret this loss. Dragonrend holds no place within the way of the voice.
What's so bad about Dragonrend?
It was created by those who had lived under the unimaginable cruelty of Alduin's dragon cult. Their whole lives were consumed with hatred for dragons, and they poured all their anger and hatred into this shout. When you learn a shout, you take it into your very being. In a sense, you become the shout. In order to learn and use this shout, you will be taking this evil
A lot to the lore of the Civil War, to where it ends up the Thalmor no matter what and when. Yeah.
If the shout is lost,
This is kind
how
of
can I
interesting
defeat
too,
Alduin?
you know, the whole idea of when you learn a shout, you take it into your very being and you become part of it. And I think that that kind of goes towards if you harbor hate for any particular thing, that it ends up poisoning your own soul. So kind of a good lesson there.
I need to speak to Parthenax then.
You weren't ready. You still aren't ready.
I always let
But
Party Snacks live
thanks to the Blades,
because he's
you now have
helping me out.
questions that only Parthenax can
He had no choice but to help Alduin.
Who is Parthenax?
He is our leader. He surpasses us all in his mastery of the way of the voice.
Why haven't I met Parthenax yet?
He lives in seclusion on the very peak of the mountain. He speaks to us only rarely, and never to outsiders. Being allowed to see him is a great privilege.
How do I get to the top of the mountain to see him?
Only those whose voice is strong can find the path. We will teach you a shout to open the way to
Well, I mean, I can see both sides of it, you know. I can see that Tullius is doing what is required of him because they signed a treaty with the Thalmor to end the Thalmor siege. You know, the White Gold Concordant. Male old people race. That's me. Oh, that's boring. I thought I was male old people race. But then you look at, you know, Ulfric, and Ulfric although being conceited and kind of self-centered, lusting for power, you know, to be High King, he is looking after the people of Skyrim as well. So, I mean, I can see both sides of the story there. Do I think either one of them is right? Not really.
Dovahkiin.
No, that's Wolfgar. He was male old people raised too. Let's warm up by the fire, and we're going to learn Clear Skies. Talking to Galmor about
The path to
potential
Paarthurnax
allies.
lies through this gate. I will show you how to open the way. Look. Va. Kor.
Satchel, what are you doing?
I will grant you my understanding of clear skies. This is your final gift from us,
She
Dragonborn.
follows me around
Use
everywhere.
it well. Clear skies will blow away the mist, but only for a time. The path to Paarthurnax is perilous, not to be embarked upon lightly. Keep moving, stay focused on your goal, and you will reach the summit.
Okay. Satchel, follow me at your own risk. Let's have a brew. We'll get on the road. We can spend a... We have 12 souls. Clear skies. Alright, let's go do it.
Look! Bakur!
Do 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 do.
Look! Bakur!
Gotta wait, gotta wait, gotta wait. Okay, now we can do it.
Look! Bakur!
Oh my gosh.
Look! Bakur! Look! Bakur!
Oh my gosh, another one? Oh, hey now.
Have you ever been squashed?
Here, have another one.
Don't make me laugh.
I love the offhand dagger.
Look! Bakur!
Oh my gosh. Don't run into that. Really? Oh my gosh. Magic. Shout. Clear skies.
Look! Parkour!
Alright.
Oh no, I don't intend on treating you badly at all. I found the embodiment.
Look! Parkour! Look! Parkour!
Yeah, I don't think any of them are right. Oh, that's pretty. Get my hot girlfriend to warm me up.
Look! Parkour!
Welcome to the throat of the world. What's up, party snacks?
Drem Yolok, greetings, Wundernik. I am Parthenax.
Nice to meet you, party
Who
snacks.
are you? What brings you to my Strunmach, my mountain?
Hammerfell.
I wasn't expecting you to be a dragon.
I am as my father Akatosh made me, as are you, Dovahkiin. Tell me, why do you come here, Volan? Why do you intrude on my meditation?
I need to learn the Dragon Wren shout. Can you teach me?
Drem. Patience.
These
There
are
formalities which must be observed
from
at the
House
first
of Dragon
meeting of two
and,
of the Dove. By long tradition, the Elder speaks first. Hear my Thum. Feel it in your bones. Match it if you are
Game of Thrones,
Dovahkiin.
House of Dragon. Yeah, I use both of them. They're really well done.
I have spoken. The Rotmulag waits.
Yeah, this is where I left a couple of shields.
The word, a gift, Dovahkiin. You'll understand fire as the Dove do. Now, show me what you can do. Greet me not as mortal, but as Dova. Why do you delay? Are you... Ah, yes. Sosedo Vrostmul, the dragon blood runs strong in you. It is long since I had the pleasure of speech with one of my own kind.
They look really good. These are the...
So, you have made your way here to me. No easy task for a jaw. Mortal.
To run dragons and like...
Even for one of Dovassos, dragon blood. What would you ask of me?
This one is, I'm using the 16K.
Can you teach me the Dragon Ren shout?
Version.
I have expected you, Proda. You would not come all this way for Tinvak with
well, you have to think about, okay, what resolution is your screen?
You seek your weapon
so
against
if your
Alduin.
screen is 1080p, for instance, let me talk about this for a minute. So if your screen's 1080p, it's 1920 pixels wide. Now a 2K texture is 2048 pixels. That's more than the width of your screen. So the only time that it's
how did you know I came for Dragon
the only time it's going to lose resolution is if you're close enough that his texture
what else
fills more than the entire screen.
Alduin and Dovahkiin return together.
1080p
but
PS4,
I do not know the Thum you seek. Croesus, it cannot be known to me.
Well, that's kind of what I did, is I told him, yeah, you guys war yourself.
Jaw, mortals,
but
created
because
it as a weapon
even my screen is 3440 wide, but his face is only taking 1/3 of the screen. So even 1024 texture is not going to lose resolution because I'm not close enough to it to fill my whole screen.
How can I learn it then?
Does that make sense? So unless you're playing on a 4K screen,
first,
which would be
a question for you.
You know,
why do you want to learn this?
Quite a few more pixels.
I like this world. I don't want it to end.
Prusa, as good a reason as any. There are many who feel as you do, although not all.
So, I mean, everybody wants, 128K mana cheese.
That all
right? We all want that, but if your screen isn't able to display it,
perhaps this world
why
is
make your
simply
graphics
the
card
egg
render
of the
it?
next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen? Would you stop the next
because the
world
graphics
from
card
being
doesn't know what
born?
it's connected to. If you tell it to render, a 16K texture, it will. And it takes a lot of power to render a larger texture. You have to figure, okay, a 4K texture is actually 16 times larger than a 1K texture. And people don't really realize this, right? But a 2K texture is 4 times larger than a 1K texture. And then a 4K texture is 4 times larger than a 2K texture. So that's why I say a 4K texture is 16 times larger than a 1K texture, because it is. You got to think horizontally and vertically, right? So 1K is 1024 by 1024, and 2K is 246, two of those together, by 246. So there's 4. So a 2K texture is 4 times as large.
You have not answered my question.
Oh, sorry.
Why do you need to learn this Thum?
Because I like this world.
I like this world. I don't want it to end.
Prusa. As good a reason as any. There are many who... Some would say perhaps this world is simply the egg of the next Kalpa? Lean Vokeen?
It does look really good.
Would you stop the next
but you have to
world
think about,
from being born?
The next world will have to take
do
care
I
of itself.
need 4K textures on something that'll never fill my screen? The answer is no. You don't.
Rofus,
because your screen can't display it. You're never gonna get close enough to it for it to lose resolution.
Even we who ride the currents of time cannot see past time's end. Wulsetid Lostra Odis. Those who try to hasten the end may delay it. Those who work to delay the end may bring it closer. But you have indulged my weakness for speech long enough. Croesus, now I will answer your question.
Please do.
Do you know why I live here, at the peak of the Monaven, what you name Throat of the World?
Never thought about it.
I never thought about it.
This is the most sacred mountain in Skyrim, Zokravak Struma, the great mountain of the world.
Ah, they're pretty good.
Here, the ancient tongues, the first mortal masters of the voice, brought Alduin
I can still
to
pick
battle
out all
and
these
defeated
individual
him.
scales on his upper lip.
Using the Dragon Wren shout, right?
Yes and no.
I can still pick out all the
Alduin
detail on
was not
every
truly
single
defeated
one
either. If he was,
of
you
his,
would not
you know,
be here
little spikes.
today seeking to defeat him. The Nords of those days used the Dragon Wren shout to cripple Alduin, but this was not enough.
You have to weigh,
Mulag Unslag.
okay, graphical detail
It was the
or graphical fidelity
the Elder
and
Scroll.
performance.
They used it
The more
to
graphics you have,
cast him
the
adrift
less
on the
you're going to have of the other.
time.
It's a scale. It works like this.
Are you saying the ancient Nords sent Alduin
So
forward in
the idea
time?
is to find a balance.
Not
Give me
intentionally.
good enough
Some
detail
hoped he would
that I'm
be
happy
gone
with it.
Forever,
But let
forever
me
lost.
continue to run it.
May
I mean, right now I'm running at 144 frames a second.
I knew better.
So
Tidbo
at
Amativ,
3440 by 1440
time
resolution.
flows ever onward.
I can't beat that.
One day he
I
would
can't complain about that.
surface.
Running 1500 mods.
Which is why I have
and a full
lived
EMB.
here. For thousands
And I'm running
of
reshade
mortal
on top of it
years,
too.
I have
with
waited.
ray tracing.
I knew where he would emerge, but not when.
So right here, RTGI, that's ray trace global illumination. So that's what I'm running.
How does any of this help me?
Tid Krent.
And then if I look
you
here,
brought
this
that
is a
Kell,
full
with
EMB.
the Elder Scroll
You
that
see all
was
these
used
check
to
marks?
break time. You could learn Dragon Rend.
Those are all the effects I've got going on.
Those who created it.
Cool.
Do you know where I can find an Elder Scroll?
Textures
Croesus,
are good.
No, I know little of what has passed below in the long years.
Yeah, I think they
have
are the
lived
best
here.
looking dragons on Nexus.
You
I
are
do use
likely
deadly
better
dragons though
informed
also.
than I.
And I use diverse dragons. So some of the dragons won't be the Game of Thrones.
Esben or Arngir might have some idea.
Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin. Your blood will show you the way. Dremyolok, greetings.
Oh,
Lok Thum.
Sawchill, why did you follow me up here? Let's see if you can follow me up here, girl. Good luck with that. Oh, you're not going to let me jump up there, huh? You're gonna... Oh, okay. You're gonna get stuck. That's a lot? Yeah, it is a lot. But I'm also running a frame generator called lossless scaling. That, I'm gonna have to... We're gonna quick save and quick load. Because Sky Climb just got stuck. So we're gonna see if we can reload the game. Nope, still stuck. That blows. There we go. Yeah, this list has diverse dragons, the Game of Thrones dragons, House of Dragon, and deadly dragons. So it's using all of those combined. It's actually a pretty good mix. Sky Climb fix for the latest version of Skyrim. Well, I'm running 1.5.97 is the version that I'm running. So I'm not on the latest version of Skyrim. This list uses basically you're downloading the latest version from Steam, and then my Wabbajack will auto downgrade to 1.5.97. There should be that. I left a bow up here. That bow. And we're gonna mine this. We'll take the notch pickaxe. Is it free? It's 100% free. Can't charge any money for Wabbajack. So if you go to Wabbajack, you can download any of the Wabbajack lists for free. Now, this list... 1.5.97 is the last version of Special Edition before Anniversary Edition. But my Wabbajack requires you own Anniversary Edition as well as the paid content, the Creation Club content that comes with Anniversary Edition. Those are required because it will download all of that and then it will auto downgrade to 1.5.97 as the version that it's running. The reason for that is I'm using the .NET script framework, and I use that for a couple of reasons. The first of which is this. Do you see that? This is a spell called Blink, and it only works with the .NET script framework, and I can blink wherever. Let's blink. We're going to blink right on top of Parthenax here. Okay. So that's a really cool... Sachil, you need to go away. That's a really cool spell, but it's only available if you use the .NET script framework. The other reason for the .NET script framework, when this list was made, that was the only way to run a grass cache. Now there is a way to run a grass cache using the latest version. Okay, but I never switched because I've built this whole list using 1.5.97. So there wasn't any reason for me to switch it over to the latest version of Skyrim, especially since it auto downgrades. I don't want to talk to you, Satchel. The CC content, I think, is like by Lauren Biggie's list. Yeah, well, Lorem does the same thing. Lorem is also running 1.5.97, but it's auto downgrading it. So the fact I can see Dragon Bridge from way up here, that's Dragon Bridge. It's just off to my right side. Let's clear the weather. Okay, and then let's change the time. Just to give you a better view. Using that blink spell, instant kill, like combo kills. Well, and then this is Paraglider using the crow. What I'm looking for, though, is I'm looking to show you the LODs. So let's clear the weather again. And so we can see this is all of Whiterun, and we've got trees inside of Whiterun that are rendering from outside of Whiterun. That's because of Dindalod. And that's why you have all these trees off in the distance too, that you can see. This is all the distant LOD, you know, level of detail. And then you won't have trees popping into view. They'll just change from a low poly model to a high poly model as you get closer. That's all because of Dindalod. And then if you look at the grass goes as far as your eye can see. So if I'm looking way off over here in the distance, oh,
there you are.
There's Lily.
I've been looking everywhere.
Let's talk to Lily first.
I've got this thing I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see. I have a letter from Quintus Nabil in Windhelm.
Oh, Quintus.
He said it was urgent. Looks like that's all. I have to leave.
Thanks, Lily. So, I'm going to kind of give you an idea here. We're going to toggle fly cam. And we're going to go see how far... Okay, so if I look here, these are LOD grass models. This is the full model for grass here. So this is the line between the two. You can see the line where it changes from full model to LOD. But I have LOD grass in my game. And so the grass won't even pop into view. And that was not available to Anniversary Edition back when I made this list. The only way to do that was to be running Special Edition and running the .NET Script framework with a mod called No Grass in Objects, which means that grass won't grow through rocks. So if you notice, there's no grass growing through these rocks because it's actually running rays and checking for solid things, so the grass won't grow through them. But let's get over here, and I'm going to kind of give you an idea just about how far the grass goes. It goes literally as far as I can see. because those are all LOD. They're all low poly models. Same thing with the trees. Well, here, let's do this. Please put your tray tables and seat backs in their full upright position and enjoy your flight on air, Nico. So this list uses 9-lot. So we have trees pretty much everywhere. And we have grass everywhere. But again, these are low poly LOD models that will change to full models as we get closer. Yeah, get a LOD, get a load of that. We can have even more fun. You want to have even more fun? Let's have even more fun. This is a mod called Mist Flight. And this is the way I stress test my list. Can we go chase a dragon? What's up, big guy? Big guy? Oh, okay. We're booking. So if you can load areas this fast, this is much faster than you'll ever be able to move in the game. And this is how I stress test my list. Is I'll fly around the world loading new areas. And say, okay, well, can it handle it? Okay, that's a griffin. No, cockatrice, I'm sorry. Let's go check out the swamps. If we stop for a minute, we'll let the grass catch up. There we go. And yeah, I've put a lot of trees in the swamp. Let's go all the way to Solitude. Here's Solitude. And then we have boats, animated ships. There's to play Daft Punk. I have the urge to jump off of this. Where's my... There it is. Okay, so we have a platform here. We're going to land on it. Let's read Thief of Virtue. Okay. So should we do this in first person or should we do it in third? Let's do it in first person. It's a little more... We just dove off of there. Yeah, whee! Who's this guy fishing over here? Can we climb on his boat? Hunting and fishing these parts for years. Square kilometers. Wow. Well, Here. I think that's just Skyrim, right? So let's look at the map. So you're just talking about Skyrim, right? Just this. Let's go here. This is Chanterelle. This is an entirely new world space. Let's go. All right, are you gonna load? Or did we freeze it up? Maybe. No, it's gonna load. Just gonna take a minute. Probably because we filled up the VRAM. So it's either gonna load or it's gonna crash because we filled up the VRAM flying around. We didn't give it a chance to purge. So that's my fault. All my fault. I'll wait like a minute. We'll see if it'll load. The days when Skyrim lagged after beating all the quests. So right now it's amazing. Well, it will still lag out. Is diabolical? Yeah, well, it's definitely filled up. So let's see if we can save it. Break it real good. So we're seeing if we can save it. Come on, I know you can do it. You can do it. It's working on it. It's trying. It's trying. Where's Geek Squad? It's trying. Sometime early like today. Well, Shot can for sure. I don't know what Shot's got planned though. I think I broke it. Because it's not letting me end the task. Which means I might need to shut down OBS Studio. I'm pretty much the early bird for streaming, yeah. Well, I may need to shut the stream down and try to restart it, because that may be the only way that it's going to work. So, we're going to try to, because it's not letting me shut Skyrim down. So let me try, I'm going to try stopping the stream and then trying to restart it. So we'll see if that works. So wish me luck. Keep your fingers crossed. Hopefully I see you guys really soon.